Good morning, everyone. I'm Anthony Carter in for meteorologist Bobby J, and I hope you all had a great holiday and hopefully you got a chance to rest up and enjoy time with family and friends. Let's look at our weather headlines because we have busy weather ahead. So we're looking at rainy conditions all week, but for the next couple of days, we're also looking at very strong winds, and this will be for the coast, for our west valleys, and in our east. So across the board there. So of course that will prompt some travel concerns if you are traveling for the holidays. Now with that, for the coast will be a main concern with this next system because we're looking at not only high winds, but also a high surf warning. So very dangerous. Probably want to avoid the beaches around that time. I'll get into that in just a few seconds. So let's break down that wind advisory. So it's different for the east and the west, just a tad bit, just as far as the duration. So for our west, 7 p.m. tonight until 7 a.m. Tuesday, and we're expecting wind speeds of around 25 to 35 miles per hour, gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Now that's the same situation for our east, except that wind advisory will be in effect from 10 p.m. until 10 a.m. Wednesday, and gusts up to 55 miles per hour. That's for our east and west. So outages are possible along with some down trees. So just something to keep in mind about there. And Highway 97 for our east will likely be impacted. So if you are traveling now, still a little bit far out, just by a few hours. So you can see over in the pink near Crescent City, that's the high surf advisory. That'll eventually extend all the way up throughout the coast. So that high surf and high wind advisory, that will be in effect until Tuesday. So the high surf advisory we're looking at from 1 p.m. till 7 p.m. Today until Tuesday. We're looking at waves of about 25 to 30 feet. Then a high wind warning from 7 p.m. until 10 a.m. Tuesday. We're looking at 30 to 40 miles per hour, gusts up to 70 miles per hour. So this is just a good time to just avoid the beaches altogether, not only just the waves, but just any nearby, because erosion is likely. So that's just something to keep in mind about with this next system. Now, let's break down those possible wind speeds. So we start to see it fluctuate throughout the day on this Monday, but take a look by 4 p.m. We're looking at 19 in Mount Shasta, 29 in Montague, 20 in Brookings. But check this out, within the next couple of hours, by 9 p.m., we're looking at 39 the wind speed possible in Montague, 40 in Brookings, and we're looking into the upper 30s out along the coast in our east, also in double digits, 24 in the Ashland area. So it's going to be very strong wind speed, so it's just something to keep in mind about. And then by midnight on going into Tuesday, still very strong wind speed, so just be prepared for any power outages. Probably a good time to make sure everything is charged up, as well as maybe have any flashlights handy. Now, looking at our pinpoint forecast for the most part of our morning, looking at mostly cloudy conditions, but things start to change pretty dramatically. We start to see rain really pick up heavily, especially for the coastal areas, and that'll start to work its way a little bit more inland, mostly cloudy conditions going into Lakeview, and then it just doesn't ease up. And take a look at how dramatic that changes. Just by 7 p.m., we start to get a rain snow mix in the Mount Shasta area, but just very heavy rainfall for the coast, and that's still working its way inland. So they expect very wet conditions, especially if you're out traveling as well. Definitely want to reduce those speeds on the highways if you're going along I-5, especially coming from the Seattle area. We know they've been dealing with a lot of weather up there. Now, just by midnight, still picks up, and we're expecting this to really continue throughout the night going into Tuesday and really just for the rest of this week. Now, today for the coast, again, also rain, also breezy. Temperatures staying within the mid to upper 50s. Overnight lows are in the 40s. Again, a high surf and high wind warning. Tonight, rain continues, also expecting those windy-like conditions. Same situation in our west side valleys. Temperatures are within the 50s. Overnight lows expected to be within the 40s. Rain likely, breezy conditions as well. And then in our east side valley, same situation, but mostly cloudy for the most of the morning, but do expect that rain to work its way throughout the afternoon going into later on tonight. Again, breezy conditions. Temperatures are within the 40s, 50s over in Klamath Falls. Overnight lows expected to be within the 30s. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. First for the Rogue Valley, rain and windy throughout Monday and Tuesday. Then we're just looking at rain from Wednesday through Friday. But good news is that as we ring in the new year, we're looking at mostly cloudy conditions. Get a break from the rain for a little bit. Temperatures looking into the 40s. In the Klamath Basin, same situation, rainy and windy through Tuesday. Then we start to get mostly cloudy conditions on your Wednesday, then rain snow mix on Thursday. So very, very treacherous travel over the next couple of days. So just kind of want to time out your holiday travel just based on where you are. But temperatures staying within the 40s. Overnight lows are within the 20s and in the 30s. In Northern California, rain through Tuesday, most likely through Friday. Happy on your new year for Sunday, partly cloudy. Temperatures are in the 40s, overnight lows in the 30s. And for the coast, rain windy through Tuesday. Rain continues through Friday, partly cloudy on Sunday. Temperatures staying within the 50s.